of your mind to the point where you are always connecting with people. You don't have to connect with people and say, all right, give me a number, I say real estate, I see real estate. Just be, once you're looking good, you're smelling nice, you know you are looking good. If you approach anybody to talk to them like, oh, I'd like to connect a lot, I feel like we can do things in the future. I feel like the kind of people who come here are people who are ambitious, people who have something going for them, and I look forward to a mutually beneficial relationship in the future. You would find that these people will be so open to connecting with you that whatever it is you are doing, they will do it with you. So guys, this is very, very important. Keep real estate at the top of your mind. As you keep it at the top of your mind, walk into real estate as if walk into every setting as if you want to connect. And don't look down on anybody, please. There are people that I never expected. There are people I thought I was helping that ended up helping me. So, guys, look, don't look down on anybody.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you so much. Thank you. So getting contacts is very key, right? We talk about a lot of social media, social media, but it does not compare to the people you're able to connect with. I have made clients from different aspects, but I can tell you that it is the people that I met in person that I have closed more, right? I went to an event where I was able to connect with a few people. I went to a tech event, and do you know that within some months, because that person has been able to save my contact and they are seeing what I do, I was consistent in posting and everything. And sometimes I would just call him, that, okay, won't you want to buy land and everything? I was replying to their status as well. There was a time this person just posted something about Nigerian real estate. Is there anything like this in Nigeria? He traveled to a different country where they were doing this I think gliding. I think they were gliding on a pole where they'll connect themselves to a harness. So it was like, does Nigeria have something like this? I was like, even if Nigeria doesn't have it, that you can buy land and build it for yourself. That was just how I was able to get to start talking to this person. And at the end of the day, this person bought up to 3 plots, half an acre. How did it happen? Because I was following up with the person. I was able to make sure that they saved my contacts. I was able to see what they were doing, and I was interested in their lives. You can't be too selfish as a salesperson. Always yourself. Come and buy. Come on. You can't be always like that. So you need to be intentional about putting yourself out there. When you see somebody's status, reply to it. You will now be at the top of everybody's mind as you are making calls, as you are replying to their WhatsApp status. This person traveled. Congrats, you're able to do this on their birthdays. Post them. Be intentional. There's somebody that shared this strategy with me, that somebody that you want to buy from you and they're having a birthday, or they're having birthday. Put your phone in front of you and create a happy birthday message for them. It means so much more than you just sending happy birthday, sir, this and that. Imagine you just sitting down in front of your camera and say, Mr. Dayo, I wish you a happy birthday. May God bless you, or as you age, everything. May God provide all your needs. And you did a video like this and sent to that person. Do you know it creates more value? It creates more value in their minds because you were so intentional to make a video for that person, a personalized video, because you were able to do that. So it is not everybody you can do this for, but as long as you want to try to create a sale, this is the perception we are talking about. It keeps you top of mind, and it is what you keep putting out there. It is how you yes, the person will post it because you were so intentional to do this thing. The person will say, this person really has me in mind. That is why as you go further in these classes, you will see that they'll tell you that deposit in their emotional bank accounts. Deposit in people's emotional bank accounts. That you don't need to even give them money. It's not always that you buy something, but if you're able to buy something for people, there's a way it will put you at a higher rate. When somebody buys something from you, let's say somebody buys land, don't just go and don't just go and eat all the money. When it's time for Christmas, your clients like this, buy something from them for them and send to them on their birthdays. Buy recharge card, buy something very nice, buy wine and give to them. Christmas time, buy a gift basket and give to them. They would, this person really cares for me. There's a way it deposits in their emotional bank account. Our mentors will say EBA. It deposits in their emotional bank account because you were very intentional about their future. You were intentional about their children's birthdays. Rich people like this, when they even celebrate their children's birthdays, they just go and buy something for their kid and say, okay, I bought this thing, I bought this shoe for your child. This, you will see how they would have you at the top of their mind that, wow, so this person would even see me in this light and even buy something for me. Do you know that because of that thing you've done, you have become a family member to them? You are now their family real estate man. There's this client of mine, my very first client. After he bought from me, I bought him a little things. I took it to his house. And do you know that anytime this man wants to go out or he wants to just go somewhere, he'll call me, Nehemiah, where are you? Come and meet me this place if you are free. We'll be able to, let's go out. Wow. I have become a part of their family because of the kind of relationships I've been able to keep with them. This intentional relationship is what will take you very far. This is what will bring for you referrals. Imagine you becoming a family member to a wealthy man who can buy from you. It would it will have a way of putting you into his own circle. It will put you in his own circle, and that will be very easy for you to sell. Referrals are the best ways for you to get sales, and everybody will tell you that. You don't even need to do any closing because somebody has conferred trust into that person's mind. That okay, this is the person I bought from, and this person has done me great. And because they have been able to refer you, it is very easy for you to close that sale. The initial ones might be hard, but the referral will be very easy. Recently, I closed a sale like that. I have been following up with this man for close to a year, and he decided to buy. Do you know that because he bought, he referred his friend, and that friend referred another friend who is outside the country? So I closed 3 sales in one because I've been following up with that one person. Wow, that is huge. So there is a way all these things will keep, and it is your intentional habit, you showing them that you care for them. It has a long way to play. Don't be too greedy that I want to make money, I want to make money. Show that you care for them. And once you are able to show that you care for them, there is no length they cannot take you to. Even if you are a scammer self, they will say, this person, oh, this person, what he has done for me, I can give him all my money because you've been able to create a perception in their minds. That is what social media is there for. Show your
Wow.
receipts, show everything,
Wow.
show yourself. People, you cannot be
Wow. Wow. Wow.
into the sales market and be hiding yourself. There are little things about yourself, about your family, about a lot of things that you can drop so that people will know. You're a Christian, you can post some Bible scripture that okay, this thing makes you show that okay, you're a bit, and you need to believe in it, not that you're posting all these things just to make people trust you, but these are some of the things you believe. These are some of your the things that keep you grounded, that you trust in a God. And it will have a way of creating a perception in their minds as well that okay, this person is a believer, this person trusts in God, and this is what they do. So your lifestyle would preach so much
Sir, if
to a
we
lot of people.
for those of us that believe in Ifa too, are we allowed to post our Ifa?
Of course you could.
so so for that, right, there are not a lot of people who I would say do such things, right? So if you do that, it has a way of creating a negative um light because it's always associated with making sacrifices. Imagine you now say, okay, let's go to site, and the clients will be thinking that okay, this one go sacrifice me because if now you dey worship. So so yeah, so you cannot do that. I will not say you can't do that. If you have people who do that in your circle, there's a way you can really be personal, like you make it so personal to them because you are sure that they worship these kind of things with you. So you can go in that direction, but not on the face of everybody. Nigerians are mostly religious. There are people, they are Christians, they are Muslims. So if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, there's a way you can put or create that perception that okay, you are a believer, you do this and that. So that it needs to just be part of your lifestyle. These are some of the things that you need to show. So yes, and a lot of things like that. Creating content. Don't be too shy to show your face. Don't
Awesome,
be too
sir.
shy to be on
Awesome,
site.
awesome, awesome,
Also,
So
awesome. Thank you
don't
so much,
don't be
sir.
shy.
You know, you've shared so much knowledge here, and I love the way everything is so well articulated. I believe every single person here learns and understands from what you have said tonight. I know we still have a lot to learn from you. I know we still have so much to learn from you. We have so much we can gain even tonight. But because of time, we would want the second speaker to speak. We don't want the situation where we call a second speaker now and says, sorry, I was asleep. So
all
we
right.
thank you so much. We are definitely going to be having you on our next call. In fact, guys, so this boot camp, this is called a real estate sales boot camp. And as I explained yesterday, for people who were not available, who were not around, a boot camp is an accelerated course for success in any particular industry or field, right? Boot camps are very common in the tech space, in the tech ecosystem, where a lot of people, join for maybe learning how to do Python, learning how to do whatever. And when they do that, you find out that in just 3 months, bam, they call themselves programmers. They are entry level programmers. In 1 year, they've scaled to senior programmers and all of that. This is the same thing we are replicating in the real estate industry. So this bootcamp is more than just these two programs we had yesterday and today. Yesterday's version is recorded on our Instagram. We'll share the link to you guys so that you guys can watch it and learn. And today's version is also being recorded. Also, guys, the boot camp is going to be like this, right? The boot camp is going to be headed mainly by people like myself, Mr. Neymar Umaru, and one other real estate consultant who has been in the field for a while. This is how it's going to be. It's very simple, right? Every Monday, we are going to teach you guys core marketing strategies. Today we took online presence. Next time now we can take networking. Next time we can take sales funnel, right? So every week we are going to take a new marketing activity that we're going to teach you guys for 2 hours on Monday. We are going to review it on Wednesday. Okay, how many people did you call? How many content did you make? How many people did you reach out to? What events did you attend this week? We're going to make it a lifestyle. We're going to drive it into our subconscious so that we can be accelerated realtors for success. In 3 months, I want you guys to be able to call yourself, though the bootcamp is just for 2 months, but in 3 months, I want you guys to be able to call yourself realtors. I want you guys to go out there where people will ask you questions, people will frustrate you, that you have to call me and say, this is what they asked me, oh, this person blocked my number. Oh. All those things are good indications, guys. Ask any particular realtor before they started real estate, if they were getting 300 views, now they get 120 views on their status. But you see that 120 views, they are serious minded people. A lot of people on the internet are not serious. A lot of people in your contact list are not serious. Yes. So it is normal that people block you, people don't talk to you again. You oppress some people. You will post something like, if you don't buy land and you are buying car, you don't know what you're doing. And somebody will get offended and block you. But you know the best thing about that? It has registered in that person's mind what you said. And if anything real estate should ever come up, even though that person does not like you, that person will still buy from you. So guys, don't have the mindset that you are doing too much. For those of you who are going to be serious, in this bootcamp, we're not looking at training more than 20 people. But those 20 people, we want to take them day in and day out. We want to be serious with them that in 2 months, we know we have produced 20 quality realtors. So for those of you who are going to follow religiously, and everything you learn, you put it out there in terms of content, in terms of calling people, guys, I assure you, in 2 months, if you do what we say, you will sell. You will sell, you will earn your commission. On some properties that we are selling, we give 15% commission. On some, we give 10% commission. We have properties of 4.5 million, 7 million, and even 800,000. 800,000 is cheaper than some phones. some iPhones in the market. People, you have people who can buy it. So there's a market for every single person, guys. Get ready. I just thought to tell you guys this before we get into the next speaker. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Umaru Nehemiah. Guys, if you are on this call, please, you can just type in the comment section. Thank you very much. He has given us so much knowledge. In fact, I myself am full. Hey, guys, if I switch, let me switch on my camera so you can see, the things I myself have learned. I'm not trying to cap here. You can see this is my notes. I have learned so much myself, guys. It's not beans. This is from yesterday. This is from today. So, guys, so guys, if you are certain that you want to learn, please make sure that you sign up. There's going to be a special registration for the bootcamp. We're going to drop it on the group chat. You guys should make sure you register and you stay dogged. All right, guys. Without further ado, let me make sure that our second speaker is on this call, Mr. Temitayo Odogun. See, this is somebody who inspires me. This is somebody I wish to be like. This is somebody who has been in the real estate. In fact, I will allow him introduce some certain parts of his journey coming into real estate, because I myself, I don't have what it takes to introduce such a big phenomenon in the real estate field. This is one of the movers and shakers of the real estate market here in Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos State. Guys, without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Temitayo Odogo. Look at his glasses. That's a rich man's glasses. Welcome, sir. Sir, your mic is off. Your mic is off. Your mic is off, sir.
Hey, sorry about that. Just noticed my mic is off. So I said, thank you very much, Mr. Ola, for the warm welcome. And I would like to also thank my brother, Mr. Nehemiah, for sharing so much value from his own session. Honestly, he has touched a lot of very, very important points. And I'm very, very certain that so many of you must have learned so many things within the time he has spoken. Yes, so without wasting much our time, I would like to just add a few points and we'll give you the room to go and ponder on everything you've learned and act on what you've learned tonight. You see, most of the issue most people in this industry, especially in most newbies, face is that they accumulate so much knowledge without even taking time to act on what they've learned, and that's where the problem usually starts from. So let me just quickly cover some of the things that I have here. I have three main points I want to talk about, and I'm going to further break it down for each and every one of you to understand. So, first of all, I would like to talk about, because I have a question here on how have I been leveraging on network to build my sales career. You see, let me tell you something about your network. Your network itself, you can't do bigger than your network. Do you get? It is incredibly difficult for you to do bigger than the kind of network that you build. And that's why you yourself, you have to be intentional about the kind of people you connect with on a daily, the kind of community you connect yourself with, and the kind of rooms you get access to. Now, an example of that last part is this evening's session organized by Mr. Ola. Now, let me quickly tell you something about uh, being in the kind of right rooms. Now, I'm sure most of you here, you all have colleagues that during the day you perhaps go on inspections together and they were not able to get access to this kind of meeting, or they were not able to get access to this kind of knowledge that you are getting tonight. And it is also very, very important. The difference between what you did is and their own current situation is you know deep in your mind that you need something to change. You know deep in within your mind that you need something that you don't have before. And that is why when you saw the invitation to join this tonight's class, you took action. Now, what am I trying to say here is that, and please, for those of you who know you've received the invite, please, while I'm talking about getting access to the kind of right rooms, I also want to talk about you also opening the door. Don't gatekeep whenever you have access like that. Fine, please. It was mentioned earlier that you should all go to your WhatsApp status and post about tonight's class, and possibly share an invite link for those who have not heard about it. Those your colleagues. Some of you have colleagues who want to join, who want to get this kind of knowledge. So feel free to share this link to as many of them as you can. Now, as I was saying, there are different ways that you can start leveraging on network. Some people, especially when you first start this industry, I think one of the most common things that most people say is, "Oh, I don't know people." I'm sure most of you in this category are those who have maybe at some point you've heard that your rich uncle is going to come and like they usually promise that your rich uncle as is going to invite his friend to come and buy from you. Then you were excited. Then 1 month later, the rich uncle uh, didn't do anything, and he didn't send any of his friends your way. Then you are starting to think that, do I truly have people? Yes, you have people. You just don't. Um, you are not just aware enough to leverage on the kind of people that you have. Now, first of all, if you want to go far in this sales industry, you need to join communities. You need to join quality communities. Now, joining communities is something that you have to be actively and intentional about. It's not the kind of thing that you just join a kind of community that is not going to add any value to your life. Now, what do I mean by this? Joining communities. There are different kinds of communities that you can join. One, you can join a brokerage community. That's the normal real estate brokerage. You're joining so brand, and now the importance of joining a brokerage community is uh, you are able to do things with a reputable company who have done a lot of due diligence to make sure that you are not just putting out or trying to attempt to sell a kind of property that's going to put you in problems. So that's one of the very, very, in fact, the most basic joining communities. You have to join a real estate community just like this one. And a community like this is one that has organized this tonight's class. And I'm sure that a lot of you must have gotten so much value from it so far. So it is also very important. Another kind of community you need to actively join. You need to join a community where they are teaching you mostly about sales and marketing. You need to, most of you don't understand most of the top sellers that you are seeing, most of you don't understand that they are paying to be in some communities. Most of you don't realize that. And whenever I see some realtors, you just start making some money, or you want some kind of growth, and you are not willing to join community, you are not willing to pay the price to join some communities, and you are wondering why you are not growing after like a year, two, three in the industry. You have to actively join communities. There's no other way about it. There are things that you don't know, and what you don't know, you don't know. Join communities, get access to the kind of right rooms. Now, let me quickly move on to the next thing. Apart from joining uh, communities where they talk about real estate sales and marketing. Another kind of community you can join. You can join, it could be within your own environment, your estate, it could be within your own. Join communities. Some of you, the kind of communities that you have access to, all these your CDA communities, all these your estate developers communities, all these join communities. Now, joining communities is not where it ends. Okay? Uh Now, you are not just joining community just because you just want to be another additional number in that community. You are joining communities to also put out value. Now, when I say join communities, you are not just going to join communities just because you want to take. You also need to be active in the community. You need to be someone that they see in the community, they say, oh, this person is a valuable member of this community. You need to be the kind of person that they say, oh, whenever this person has something to say, we want to listen to the person because most of the time, the person always says something valuable. That's the kind of person you want to be in the right kind of community. This has worked for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of realtors who have come into the industry, but just because they were able to join certain communities, they were able to get some kind of doors open to them. I will say from my own personal experience, I closed the deal, one of my most recent deal that I closed. I got this deal from, the deal even came from a referral. And when I handled the deal, I closed it, and that particular deal gave me access. It gave me an access to a community. Now, the community that I joined, it was a community of top politicians, and I was I was added to that community, and since then, there are a lot of high quality people on that community. Now, I'm not just saying group chats now because people don't tend to understand the difference between community and group chats. Now, group chat is different from community. Most of you join group chat and that's it. You are just chatting on the group, or they will even send broadcast, and you have nothing meaningful to contribute to that community. That's not a community. If it's just once a while that someone just drops a message, then you don't have a community. It's just a group chat. A community is where people actively engage, people with like interests actively engage. Now, most of you, I think we might still need to do another class on this, on if you are joining a community and how you can actually leverage on using that community to your own best advantage. Now, um, well, I think most of the mistake most people make is, oh, they've added me to a community. Let me start entering people's DM and start telling them, uh, this is what I do. I sell real estate. No, if you do that to enough people in some communities, you'll be kicked off because they see that they've added someone who is doing abnormal to their the way they are used to. Some people don't realize that there are how do I put this now? Most of these you see when we talk about real estate, we're talking high ticket, and you see most of these high ticket people, or most of these people that buy high ticket properties, there are ways that they think, there are ways that they behave, and if you act differently, they will know that you are not fit to be among them. And it is just the same here. So if you are in certain communities and you are not, of course, your goal in joining community is for you to leverage on it and start closing. I know that's most of you's end goal, but there are strategic ways that you can leverage on that community. Okay? Now, when you join communities, it is not your job to go and start um, sending the kind of properties that you have on those communities. It is such a big no-no. You will get removed in certain situations like that. Now, communities does not only necessarily have to be online only. There are some communities that are physical communities. Some of you are privileged to be members of a gym community. It is a community.
Some of you are privileged to be members of even church associations. It is a community. Some of you, and that's where awareness comes into place. Some of you don't even calm down to think it through. That surround the. Let's take a look at the things I'm surrounded by, the kind of resources I'm surrounded by. What or how can I leverage each of these things? That goes for those of you saying that, oh, um, I don't have anybody. I'm not. Nobody knows me. I'm just starting afresh. No, you're not really starting afresh. You've known people before this point. So this is a good example of how you can start leveraging on community. Because of our time, and because this is almost 10, I just want to quickly brush up on some of the points I have already listed for tonight. So moving on that community, I think we might need to hold another class some other day and address this community thing. Now, what communities have helped me so far? Okay, let me talk about three main communities that has helped me and I feel is going to help you. One, learning community with like minds. Now, let me say when I talked